Hello, my name is Thangie the Dilophosaurus, and this is Let's Play Minecraft. Yes, it has finally returned. The series really never dies because unfortunately I can't. There can't be a letting of dying at all because unfortunately the issues of changing to a new device, I have a new place. That is the upside to it. The downside is that it is very hard to collect resources now. And even to get back up to the mountain. Yes, I have taken advantage of my surroundings and building really high. Even though, yes, many people say to not build so enormously high to where your guests won't be able to get to you. But this is the mountain of protecting your home, not the base of stupid amounts of enemy evasions every single time you want to build upon your base. But now I'm gonna have to find a way to make wood, make my tools worth it, make more tools, make more wood, basically make more of this stuff, which means I'm gonna need a lot more. That's a little bit too loud. There we go. I might have to go to a sand biome, which is way too far and would be very nah. Start building on my basement area. There's some trees on there. I have only a wood axe? What's wrong with me? Why haven't I made changes? I'm trying to not accidentally find stink snow. That's what I call it. The snow that attacks you, makes you sink in it. It's like sink sand, but really, really cold. So that's why I call it sink snow. And it's not a nice thing at all. I know it has an actual name, but I refer it to sink snow since that's the one thing I know it for. And I'm gonna need to collect a lot of dirt from my tree farms, as unfortunately I can't get trees closer to me. And the difficulties is that if you're gonna be building stuff, you have to have tree farms, no matter if it's a normal survival world or a nomad. You have to have trees. That is what I believe is your biggest fundamental. Trees are your biggest fundamental material within any playthrough of Minecraft, no matter if you theme it or not. You're guaranteed to say trees are the highest material in Minecraft. Basically, the highest need in any Minecraft playthrough. No matter if it's just a normal playthrough. My phone. That was my phone, not me. Not the game. My phone acting stupid. Ooh. Iron. Never take a good opportunity lightly to get materials. That will be there when I get it later, when I build a stone. But now I have to build a furnace. I also want to build an underground growing area. Basically, it's because I live in a mountain and it will be much harder to plant them, as the cold will have a lot of factors. The cold is the biggest factor against me now, as I'm pretty much probably too high for crops to be very effectively grown, and I can control those environments. That is basically what any Minecrafter would say. No matter what your environment is, you can somewhat control it and leave it up, and that leaves no room for chance to screw you up, as there is no such thing as random chance anymore, as it's all up to just patience. As in my Nomad series, I have no patience. I cannot afford to patiently wait for the next harvest. I have to harvest it quick, in a hurry, like. That's why harvesting in Nomad is much crazier than normal. As unfortunately, just normal Minecraft wouldn't be as chaotic, I would have to say, because you have basically days to prepare your food, and you're really not going anywhere besides besides just going to collect more resources out in the game. So that's pretty much what I believe is your biggest strategy in any Minecraft situation: resource management. As a nomad, you have even more limitations, while in main, in just a normal Minecraft setting, you can put down a base and literally just build as many chests as required for the rest of your life. Find a way to label them or put them in strategic places. But in Nomad, you really cannot do that, as unfortunately the amounts of stuff you can carry is determined by how much stuff you have, by how much you can put on yourself, and how much you really don't want to go back and forth just to go find it, and hopefully go find your boat if you do accidentally die, because that's even worse than losing your inventory, losing your boat because you didn't put down your bed and you don't have a single respawn point. So that's the first thing you need to do. That's the first rule of thumb. Set down your respawn point before you start moving assets into the place. Your other storaging items will be only determined by how many chests you have in game will also be determined by how much storage space you have within your whole carrying capacity, which is called carrying capacity for a reason. Yes, that is an actual word, which is basically the upper limit of what you can carry. So, you see this inventory? I can fit at least a whole chest worth of stuff and a whole hot bar full of stuff, which is basically one of these. I don't think it's rows, I think it's columns. I can't remember as I can't remember which one identifies which one, like which one's rows and which one's columns. As I know many people are probably gonna, if they see this, I need to stop uploading these in the middle of the night. I was also gonna do a show my Trailmakers thing, but it's just too late when this is being made. It's just too late to do that right now. That's still a thing, but why remove burning wool as a fuel source? Mojang, whenever you do the next update, add that to the mobile, because I think that's no longer a fuel type. I just have to go check that by removing this fuel source from the furnace and checking if it still cooks with Nope. White wool is no longer a fuel source. Please, make it a fuel source. You're going to collect too much wool that you're not going to need, because after you have a bed, you're not going to need another one unless you accidentally are moving in Nomad and you forget to turn inventory on like I did. Like a stupid person would do. Because in Nomad you have to have your inventory on because you really do not want to lose your inventory. So I make it mandatory in the rules stating that yes, you have to have an inventory on for Nomad series. My mistake for not including that in the video, in the original Nomad, as I forgot about that, and it was not that long ago when I set those rules. Go watch the original go watch those videos, man. I wonder what nonsense is in my second one. I haven't even watched it, really. I haven't yet fulfilled in my idea of artificially making my videos plumped, as I did not have time and my phone does not have enough battery. Like, yeah, right now my computer's plugged up because of the excuse of the Nightmare Nexus upload. I got a game on that thing that I really want to just make an upload on, but honestly, I doubt. It's kind of like Trailmakers, but you also have to keep in mind of the heat that your engines have and the coolant, the fuel, and it's just Trailmakers but more complex. If you understand what I'm probably talking about, you probably know the game that I'm talking about. It's basically Trailmakers but more complex in its thought process, as you have to have not just slap an engine on there and everything will be fine. If you slap an engine without coolant, your engine's gonna explode. And you probably are gonna write in the comments, it's blah, 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 blah. Probably won't say exactly that. This probably becomes one of my greatest quotes of saying blah blah blah. It's blah blah blah. I'm extremely tired. Finally, water bucket. What else do I want? I want a little bit of this. I want to make I told you, I'm extremely tired. Am I gonna make a leather tool? I am tired. I tell you, it's like 11 o'clock. I need to stop making these so darn late. Gonna make a hoe, stone hoe, because I just got iron. I'm gonna make some iron and materials like armor. Now I'm out of iron. Now I need to go equip this armor Now I feel more safe. Look at me. I feel more safe. And it's 20 minutes. Oh my, I've been recording for a while. Now you have seen my base. It looks a little bit like the original one, but the difference is that there's this gaping hole. There's not going to be anything going off these like planters, as I'm going to be making my planter in this trapdoor. I got this storage thing right now, but I might make a storage expansion on the top. Put no plants on the top. Maybe like a tree farm on the top. If I really want to be fancy and just make a tree farm on top, like infinite trees, and they won't despawn on me as fast because I can literally get to them quicker than I could. Like, yeah, the difference between this and Nomad is storage. You can hold a lot more in just standard. With just standard rules, as you can plop a seat and just play the game until the day you die, and literally just make uploads till the day you die. But with Nomad, your progression is much quicker and you can literally beat the dragon much quicker than in a standard playthrough. As your standard playthrough would be like, yes, slower, as the first thing you think about is base building, not making a bed, as your bed is really not as important as getting somewhere safe, unless you're a nomad, as it is going to be more difficult as you add more ways to hold more stuff. You're going to have more problems, like those chest boats. And if you die and en route and you have not made your bed, you haven't set that spawn point, and B, this is also the reason why strategically moving Nomad is strategically harder, is gonna probably strategically bite me in the butt trying to attempt, because I got a bad map. Like, originally when I tried out the concept, I actually got a decent map with a decent amount of grassland. But you see, there's not enough grassland. And hopefully I can find some grassland. I'm not going back to that place I've been. As my rules state, I can't. And I'm extending this longer than it has to be. So this is the end of this Minecraft. Just Minecraft, not Nomad. I forgot. Thumbnail. And this is how I make my thumbnails. I didn't make this because it was very hard to do this. Let me just show you how to make an okay or decent killer bunny. Since I couldn't make it in the Nomad 2, as unfortunately it was hard to do that. You press your screenshot. That's not my screenshot. There we go. Screenshot. And that's how you make a good thumbnail. Please watch my other Minecraft videos. Even though they have no consistency, the designs have no more consistency. Constant, because you have the ravine base. You have the best base, the most memorable base, design wise. And now we have the mountain base. I'm giving it them names. The ravine base. Most iconic original base. And I wish I could recover those maps. And there's probably like somebody that's gonna probably make a clone of those exact seeds and try to recreate the maps as they were originally made. But I digress. Hopefully somebody can do that, as I can't. And this will probably be on one day when this device is eventually retired. And I have to get a new device. As unfortunately, I read up too wrong, and I believe now you really cannot transfer files from one device to another. Unfortunately. So this is why this looks different now. At least I'm not starting over like with 4 robots. I digress. I need to end this video. This is the end of this video. I said this 3 times. Okay. Hit the... Did I hit it? Nope.